Hello everybody, happy Saturday! Woohoo! It is the weekend, and you know what that means? It means you've got myself and my lovely guest over on the other side of the studio all weekend. So we've set up a really great weekend for you. I do hope you're going to be joining us for all of the shows. And if you're not, just remember we are always available for you to watch back. Actually, I have to say, later on today, when we've got a craft along, I saw so many messages from people saying, wow, can't wait. Not going to craft along, but I'm definitely going to have to watch this and then start crafting along with myself later on, because Michelle has got an absolutely beautiful item to show you. Not only has it got places for chocolate, it's also got stamens, and we all know how much I love a little stamen. Nicola got these out the box for me because she knew that I'd want to have my emotional support stamens. So I do hope you're going to be enjoying the shows today. We are here. I've got a crown on today because I don't know if you know, it's actually National Princess Day. We only discovered this about 3 minutes ago. And I went, don't worry, I have a crown in the green room in my drawer, don't worry, but I haven't got anything for Michelle. And Michelle's here with me today. Hello, Michelle. You've not got a crown yet.
I've not got a crown. I have a trophy at home, but I've not got a crown.
Oh, you have trumped me with that, because I don't have a trophy, but you have a trophy. But we'll have to make you one in between shows.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll make one.
Yes, a big sparkly one. Yeah. I do love the fact that Tracy said to you, have you got a crown? And you went, oh no, I've just got one. I've got one in my car, I've got one in my drawer, I've got one in my bag.
You should never be without a crown. I was a girl guide, and they used to say you should always have a safety pin in case your liquor elastic went. Like that ever happened to anyone. I know, I think it was an old thing they used to say, in case your liquor elastic went. But I think always have a crown.
Always have a crown.
Always have a tiara, because you never know when you might need one. Obviously, in this kind of job, you always need a crown.
Huh? You absolutely needed one today.
I did, yeah, absolutely, and I'm very pleased that I've got one. I will make you one later on.
Thank you.
Because I don't like the idea that you don't have a crown.
I'm crownless.
Yes, yeah. But Michelle, show us the pièce de résistance that you've got over there.
My craft along.
Look at that.
So I showed this to Becky, and the first thing she went was, oh, stamens. So I've got lots of stamens on there, and as you can see, it fits a chocolate orange perfectly. Just going to pop that back on the top. So lots of people were saying it looks difficult. It's not. You're going to break it down. We're going to break it down into 3 boxes, which isn't difficult at all. But I thought on the back, in honour of Becky, a little number plate. And then you're going to lift that up.
Do I get to keep?
And there is. Let me just
look at that. It is made for me, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I like to make my boxes of use, and the fact that you can pop chocolate in those 2 bits just adds, it's just the cherry on the cake.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to seeing that, and I know everyone's gone wild on social media to see how that's going to be made. And I think great idea for maybe Christmas presents. You're going to use some Christmas paper and things like that.
Absolutely.
That's brilliant.
I mean, I've used the collection today because obviously this was my craft along. I wanted to show you actually that you can make a beautiful little gift like this for someone and just gift chocolate. But yeah, I know lots of people said they're going to change it up. I think one person said he's got red and black card, or she did, and they're going to Harry Potter it up. So, you know, I'm going to show you how to make it. You're going to do it in whatever colourway or papers that you want to, definitely.
I like that idea. Oh, looking forward to that. We're going to say a few hellos before we get started. So Mo Craft says, morning all from Hamburg in New Jersey. No, in New York. Betty says, good morning from Oklahoma. Lynn Harvey says, hi, Becky, Michelle, and the amazing CTV team, the wonderful social superstar, and everyone. I hope all well and enjoying your day. We are. Thanks. Yeah. Sarah Brown's here saying hello, all my crafty friends, especially Becky and Michelle, sending everyone at CCTV hugs from Melbourne. It's Saturday night at 10 p.m. and ready for some fun watching my favourite people. Oh, I love that. Christy Mahoney says good morning, everyone. Nikki says good morning from a dreary Leicester. The perfect day for staying indoors crafting. Absolutely, it's cold and wet outside. Jane says morning, everyone, from a damp, again, West Yorkshire. Limbs Blackledge says I'm sure Michelle can create a crown very quickly. yeah, we're going to have a little crafty play later. And Sandra Dundas says, Michelle, you're up near my home territory and I'm down in St Neots, nearer your neck of the woods today. Rachel Brown says, this project is gorgeous. It is absolutely stunning. And of course, Michelle's using the fabulous fuchsia collection in her item there. So we are... I'm just going to grab these down here. So we've got a few deals here. So we're going to have, it's a special play crafts, right? It's a bog off. Can we say bog off? Bog off! Buy one, get one free. We're not being rude or anything. I remember when that first happened, my mum said, there was someone saying bog off to me in the supermarket. I was like, no, it's a good thing, Mum. Really, it's not being rude at all. We've got lots of deals within Play Your Crafts, right, which obviously is everyone's favourite show anyway, because everyone is quite competitive, aren't we, Michelle?
Yes. No, never.
You're not competitive?
Yeah. I am very competitive. But I just know where my strengths are, and it's not Play Your Crafts, right?
Oh, well, we don't know actually whether it will be your strengths today, because we don't know what the game is going to be.
No,
we'll have to find out what that is in just a moment. It's going to be a real surprise. I don't know what that was going to be. Is someone going to jump out at me and I've got to guess who they are? There's only 6 of us in the building, so it's going to be a short Play Your Crafts, right? Right, let's get started and showing you one of our first items. So as I've just said, all of these are bog-offs. They're buy one, get one free. Can't even see that. I've got such a busy dress. I go like that so you can see it. These are 2 sets of your classic markers. This first one is bronze colour. So you've got like dark skin colours here, but sort of browny tones. And you've got pecan, you've got red brown, you've got hazelnut, yellow brown, oak tree, and burnt sienna. And then you have this one here, which are your yellows. So you've got your your moonlight, your gold, your golden yellow, your daffodil, your canary, and your dandelions. Really great collection of pens here. These priced are $9.99 or $15.99. The platinum price is $7.99 or $12.79. And these classic markers are going to be fantastic. So you've got here, each of these has got a chisel nib and also a bullet nib as well. If you're not sure about our pens, we have loads and loads of videos that you'll be able to see us using all the different types of pens that we've got. Because it can be a little bit confusing because there are so many different types of ones. But you'll find that these are like the artist grade kind of pens that you'll be getting. And great opportunity to build up your collection if you've not, just getting started with these buy one, get one free deals. So everything we're going to show you today is basically buy one, get one free, or getting them half price. Michelle, what have you got over there?
I've got lots of exciting stuff.
Excellent.
I've got my blip pen.
Ooh.
The most beautiful colours. If I turn those around, look at those colours. They are just so bright, absolutely beautiful. I've got my stencil. So can I go straight into my pen?
Yeah, I think we're just going to go. No, we can hear you.
Can someone hear me now?
I've got no. Can we hear you now? Yeah, is that all right?
I'd muted myself.
Oh.
It's been 2 weeks since I've been here. And can I just say, when I was at Hobbymaker last week, I think I did the same to my mic. Something was wrong, so I was on air, and I had the new girl, I think she's called Sarah. She was down on her knees behind me, fiddling about with my mic pack on my back while I was trying to do my demo, poor thing.
You're back. Thank goodness for that. I mean, I'm all for a different type of crafting, but silent crafting, I don't quite know how that's going to work. Do we need to give a special shout out to whom? To George? To George?
Hey.
Our George is watching. George Nelson, who has sadly left us, but past is new. He's watching today. I'm looking forward to, he's on Facebook. I can see. I can see it's just come through. Hey crafty crew, George of the joystick here. Thought I'd drop in and say hi. Good to see Play Your Crafts Right is going strong, and brilliant camera skills I see. Is that James in the gallery? It is James in the gallery, and Nicola as well. George, we miss you. We hope you're having fun. Thank you for popping in. Will you join in the craft along later on? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's what I want to see. Would you be able to show us some of the glitter paste?
Yes. 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 Now I've unmuted myself. You know, you could normally get away with it. You know, when professionals on TV, something happens, you know, you can just carry on. I just call myself out. You know, so professional. I just call myself out.
It happens to us all. Better that you've muted yourself, or not, rather than not muting yourself when you're perhaps, I don't know, pouring a glass of water or something like that, or popped to a different room in the building. Let's just put it that way.
That's Debbie Robinson.
Oh,
not
is
me,
it?
Can I just say? She's the one who always forgets to turn her mic off. Right, so should we do this demo? I've got my glitter paste here.
Yeah.
So I've got that beautiful rose gold. Well, yeah, it is. It's rose gold. I thought I said it wrong then. Let's pop that to the side. And then I just need to get my scissors to pop this one open.
You've got fresh ones.
I've got
there.
a fresh one.
It's like opening a new pot of coffee,
Yes,
isn't it?
it really is. Let's just pop those there. Oh, that smells lovely, doesn't it?
You've got glitter all over your nose now. You haven't really.
It wouldn't be the first time. Right, let's put those to the side for now, because what I've got here is I've got some silver Centura Pearl. But if you've got any of your silver Mccarthy or anything like that, it's just, these work beautifully over the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my red liner tape, because what I want to do is not only use these glitter paste, but I want to sort of edge it as well with something nice and sparkly. So I've just lined that up. In fact, what I'm going to do...
Where's that stencil from?
So this is from the magazine. It's the Wild at Heart of the new magazine that launched. Did it launch yesterday or the day before? Thursday. So all I'm going to do with my red liner is I'm going to line it up the edge here and here.
Yeah.
It's going to give me that lovely border. So turn that one round as well and pop this here. Trim that away. And then just bringing in my pencil, I'm going to line my stencil up with that red line, just there. So let me put a little pencil mark there and there, just so I know where to pop the red liner tape here. So then we're going to go there with the red liner tape. And what you can do is if you've got your gilding flakes, they're going to stick beautifully to this red liner tape. Or if you've got just some glitter, it just finishes it off. I think sometimes when, I know when I do a stencil, because I'm very much a more is more, sometimes when I just do a stencil and I've got lots of space round it, I like to sort of give it a nice final border. So this is what this is going to do. So I can pop that in the middle now and just get a little bit of my tape, and that's going to sit in there perfectly, and I can pop this on here now. Right, so let's bring in this blue first. So I'm going to use my palette knife. If you haven't got any palette knives, I used my, I had an old club card, you know, a points card that you can get. So just use one of them. It's got a nice, lovely edge, so it's going to work beautifully.
And then, should you mix the glitter paste up a bit? Because I think sometimes you get like a bit of separation, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. Some of them will separate more than others, so you will find that you've got, it looks more opaque, a bit more milky at the bottom. So if you open it and it does, you're just going to give it a bit of a mix up, mix it all back together, and it's absolutely fine.
So it's just perfectly normal when it's like that?
Yeah, it's absolutely normal. It's nothing to worry about. So it's almost like you're buttering bread. I'm just going to scoop a little bit up.
This is where Nicola always says, I think I might have some toast now.
Yes. It does. It's even the noise, because when my mum used to have toast and she used to have it burnt.
Oh, really?
Yes. So when she used to butter it, because you had all that really a lot of that black burnt bit on top, then this is what you could hear. So every time I do this, it takes me back to being a little kid smelling burnt toast all through the house. So let me just get rid of that bit.
If I burn the toast, I inevitably spend about 10 minutes scraping off the burnt bits, and I just think I could have just gone and got, toasted a new piece of toast, the bread. But for some reason, Yeah, so I know you're saying I've wasted it if I don't use it, but it never quite tastes the same as far as I'm concerned when you've scraped it.
Right, so I was going to mix it with this lovely rose gold, but mine has dried because I've only got that little bit left in the bottom, and I hadn't sealed it back properly.
Oh, Michelle.
It's dried out. So you can see it's just a little bit sticky. Now, I'm not sure if someone can help me. These water-based, so can you add warm water to mix it to sort of set it back off? Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes you can.
Maybe we can try it in the...
But what I'm going to do is, I tell you what, we'll just finish the whole stencil with the blue so I can show you how it looks when it's finished. And I do have a finished one that I brought anyway because I knew that I'd want time for it to dry. So let's just finish this whole stencil. So that's my lesson for today. Make sure that you seal them up properly. The thing is, I think anything mixed media, you do have to have that, you know, that amount of care. You do have to look after things like this. So anything mixed media, anything like your shimmer sprays, your glitter paste, they all do need, you know, putting away properly and looking after. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lift this up.
Oh.
And I went under the stencil a little bit there, but it's absolutely fine. It's not a problem at all. Let me pop that just to the side. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this one in anyway, because it's already dried. So, but you can see I've done it on a shinier. I've done it on some silver mirror card rather than my Centura Pearl.
Oh,
and all I did was mix that pink in with the blue. You can see, can't you? And then you can see that my edge is got all that red liner tape on. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to bring in, so I've got a couple of my glitter sprays. I've got my Sassy from my Wild at Heart, which is that lovely pink that is going to tie in beautifully. And then I've got that sea spray. Now that came with the Mermaid Dreams, I think, because it's the sea spray colour.
Is it like an iridescent kind of colour?
Yeah, it is. Which is why I used it, because you've got that sort of, that sparkle of blue running through it. So let's pop these open, because I haven't even used them yet. So let me just... This is the most beautiful pink of a glitter. Right, so I'm going to remove all 4 of these now. You can do it one at a time if you want, it's entirely up to you. But I'm just going to remove all 4 of them, and then we're just going to sprinkle sort of glitter everywhere. Don't remove your actual tape, just the top bit. There we go.
It's a great idea using the red liner tape to create your own kind of glittery feel.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I say, it looks beautiful if you finish it off with some of your gilding flakes. And I think it looks just as beautiful when you finish it off. Let me just bring in a spare piece of card with glitter as well, because you can mix your glitters up as well. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glitter there. So mixing the 2 colours up. And then there. And then I'm going to come in with the pink.
Oh, it is a beautiful pink.
It is. If you don't mind mixing your 2 colours, like I'm going to be doing now, then you can do it like this. But if you do it just one at a time. So put your what did I say it was?
Sea foam?
Sea spray.
Sea spray.
Put that one on first, and then put it back in its little tub, and then do the second one, because they obviously are going to get mixed up a little bit. I don't mind, because what I have at home is I have a separate little tub, so all my mixture of glitter that I've got in there, it creates obviously a new colour, and it's lovely. So there you go.
Oh, I like that.
It just, I don't mind mixing my glitters up at all. I'm going to pop those back in here, because that little bit of white that's in there, because you've got that sparkle of that blue running through, it's still going to work in there lovely. So just finishing off, just giving sort of my my glitter paste, just that lovely border. So we're just going to bring this in, we're going to trim it down, and then we'll use it as a lovely lid or the top of a box. We'll pop a lovely little box together for this. So there we go, just finishes it off. So
beautiful.
any of your glitters that you've got are going to work for this. Oh, there we go. Right. Oh, I've made a lovely mess already. I'm very happy.
Didn't take long, did it?
It didn't take long at all. Right, so what I'm going to do is, did you get our ombre glitter pads? Oh my God, because that blue and that pink works beautifully with that blue and pink on that glitter. So what we're going to do is, this is going to be my box base. And it's going to be a 5x5 box. Each side is, well, the sides are 2 inches high. So we're just going to pop this together first, because this can be drying while we put the rest of the box together. And I thought we'd do a nice little wrap box, just for a change.
I haven't managed to get my hands on the ombre yet, but I really want it.
It is so beautiful. It's absolutely, I think it's actually my favourite. I just love glitter, and the fact that we've got that beautiful ombre on there as well. So I'm going to hold it. I don't go anywhere now without my paper clips. I can never remember the name either. I always want to call them a stapler with my staples.
I suppose they do the same sort of job as a stapler, don't they? Perhaps not exactly the same with box making, but...
It's not even similar, is it? But for some reason, I just want to call them that all the time. Right, so my box wrap, I've got 2 pieces of card, 9 inches by 6.5, and then those sides are 2.5 inches deep, so these sides must be 2.5 inches deep as well. This is going to be my base, this is going to be my lid, and for... just scored that a little bit wonky, let me re-score that.
Lots of people loving all that glitter paste. Laquita says, I love that blue glitter paste. George Nelson, he says he loves glitter paste too. Well, we should have got you those as a leaving present, glitter paste. Hannah Gosling-Smith says it looks like metal there. Nefertiti says it's absolutely gorgeous. Laquita says, I love that glitter border. It's a really nice idea, being able to do something like that. I like that idea.
Yeah, definitely. So what I'm going to do with this is we're going to tie it in, because that's going to be on the top. Let's tie the rest of the box in. Where did you come from? You weren't on there before.
Maybe you took the whole thing off.
I think I did. Oh, it's not coming off now. Never mind. But did you see how that first little bit was the mixture?
Yeah.
And then if you don't, when you pop it back in here, if you don't mix it up, I'm going to use that mixture of the white and the pink first. And then when you get to the bottom of your tub, it's going to just become that clear pink again. So I'm just burnishing that so it stays down. There we go, so it's going to,
look
you
at
can
that.
see how it's mixed up, and it's lovely. So let's just pop that to the side. When I figured out how to take that lid off, I'll pop that back in there. So this is going to be my box. We're going to create that lovely wrap. It's going to go around like this. So before we do glue that together, we're going to pop this on. So that's going to go on there, and that's going to go on there lovely. And I've got this die set, and I'm thinking, actually, let's use this die set. So it's any nesting die that you've got is going to absolutely work. And all I've done is I've die cut that size out. Any size, it's entirely up to you. So we're going to go, let me see if I can find the smaller size of that. Not that one. So this one. So what I'm going to do, pop that to the side. I'm just going to die cut out of the middle of this. So let me just bring in my bottom plate. Where's my tape? It's right there. Pop that right in the middle, and then we'll run it through. So we're just going to create that aperture. We're going to pop that black piece behind. Oh, there we go. I thought I'd broke it before I'd even used it. That would have been a very Michelle thing to do. I haven't touched it yet, but I've broke it. I have. It's a special gift that I like to use now and again. So.
Nikki says she uses the sewing clips to hold the size of her boxes, as I can't manage paper clips with my arthritis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that's going to work just as well. Right, so we're going to pop that back on here. So just with some tacky glue. So, oh, that's bunged up as well. Oh, we're off to a good start. It doesn't bode well for play your crafts right, does it?
It might turn around.
After play your crafts right.
What, in the break?
Yes, yes. There we go. So it gives it that lovely black border, and then we're just going to we're going to pop this on first, but I'm going to try and make sure that the pattern matches when I pop it back in. So let's pop this on here. That's going to go, we're going to glue that straight down, and then I'm going to pop the centerpiece onto some foam pads.
That was one of the questions from Renee, who says, what do I do with foam on a roll?
Foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll.
Hey! So, Michelle, what do you do with foam on a roll?
Foam on a roll? I didn't know if you was just wanted to sing or if it was a genuine question.
It is a genuine question, but I did see it and went, yes! I managed to get the song in.
What do you do with foam on a roll? So it's perfect for adding dimension to anything. If you've got if you wanted to create a shaker element, it's perfect. Our large foam on a roll is perfect for that because you can curve it. So if you've got a circle aperture, you can curve it round, you can add your acetate and your shaker elements, and you can use it like that. Or it's just a good three-dimensional roll. So if you've got a long piece of card, so for instance this, it's going to be perfect for this because I can add those long strips rather than lots of single foam pads. So it's just brilliant for so many things, definitely.
Fantastic, thank you for that.
Just an all-round 3D foam.
Kim Rice asked, does the tape pen take off any of the glitter paste?
The tape pen.
Does the tape take off any of the glitter paste?
It did. So if she means my low tack tape that I popped on here, it did. It took it off. So if you are going to do that, then what I would suggest is use your magnetic shim to keep it in place rather than that. I'm not too bothered because what it's done, it still gives me that emboss of those little pieces. I don't know if you can see them. You can see just there where it took it away. But actually, I've still got some emboss there, so I'm not too bothered because for me, it's just adding to the pattern, to be honest. So I've just attached those. You can see I just glued my two sides together. This is dried now, so I'm going to pop this in the middle. And then we will pop all that on the top. And you saw me just cutting my ribbon. I found this ribbon in my stash at home and it perfectly matches. Look at that blue
beautiful.
And sort of pink coming through.
I love the fact that you just found it. You just happen to have... Do you have a lot of ribbon at home?
I have a lot of ribbon at home. I mean, a lot, definitely. So I'm just going to pop this onto the bottom with some tape pen. Now, if I was at home, I would then go back over the top and I would add a piece of card or paper to keep that in place. We're going to do the same here. I'm going to add that on there. And then this is what's going to allow me to fasten my box. And then I'm going to pop this on here. So just going to trim that down. Make sure that it's not peeking through that aperture. And pop that on there. There we go. And then I can come in now and get my foam pads. pop that on there. I'm going to try and figure out, it's that way, isn't it? That way. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I just want to put it back in the right way because... that
looks beautiful.
There you go. So that just that on the top. Open that up. And then let me bring in my big bottle to get it. It does seem a shame to cover that up, doesn't it? But we will. So tacky glue, because it's that glitter card.
Yeah.
Pop that in the middle. Look how that glitter borders it beautifully. So just pressing that down, and then if I bring this over, and then just use that ribbon to tie it closed.
One of the questions was what the name of those nesting die set was called.
So this one, it's one of our old nesting die sets. Now you can still find these on some online marketplaces, but this is my stitched primitive flower that I've used. So let's just tie that bow in the front. There we go. A sentiment on top if you want, or a gift tag if you want, but using that, I had a right old mess and I've only done one demo, but using those glitter paste, look how lovely they are.
That is beautiful. Oh, I really like that. And those colours, absolutely stunning. Loads of people are liking those. Beth says, what a fantastic box. It's really nice. The nesting dies, you said, are old ones. That we've got.
Yeah, we don't do them anymore, unfortunately. I know that a few people have looked for them because there's a few different ones on those online market-named places that I shall not name. But yeah, you can get them still on there if you're very lucky. I have put it forward. We really definitely need to bring these back because there's a couple of others that are so popular, and I think some of the new people who are joining us, because these are like 3-4 years old, would love these. So fingers crossed they've listened and they definitely bring them back. But
well, if you're a new crafter, that is definitely something everyone says about getting nesting dies are really, really key. Yes. So worth grabbing them when you can.
Yeah, definitely.
Georgianne says, how did the kittens go? I can't have them, unfortunately, because I can't get a cat flap in my... Because I'd have to cut through the wall and there's a steel in the way. So unless my cats were prepared to go through a cat flap, which was about that big, I can't have them, which is very sad. They are absolutely gorgeous cats, and I've almost got a puppy instead. I mean, literally, you know, was going to go and collect it. What's stopping me from getting a puppy? A husband is what's stopping me from getting a puppy. So I might just put my husband in the crate that I was going to put the dog in. But well, never mind. Loads of people love this. And Laquita says, my daughters are actually still awaiting the train craft along of today. They've never got up this early on a Saturday morning. That is brilliant. I mean, I think we all can't wait for that. But what we also can't wait for is for me to thrash Michelle in Play Across Right.
Wow. Yeah. Not competitive at all.
Look, I think everyone is fully aware I'm extremely competitive. If I don't win, I'm not going to be very happy. Yes, it's just as I said in Star Wars, let the Wookiee win. That is my sentiment. You have to let me win. So what is today's game that we're going to be doing? Film quotes. Well, we might be all right with this, Michelle. We might be. Unless they're really weird film quotes, we might be all right. So you are Team YouTube. I am Team Facebook. So we'll play along, and then I'll win.
We'll play along, and I'll thrash you.
I better wait now. I set myself up for being absolutely atrocious at this game, haven't I? Never mind. It's a bit of fun. But I want to win. Right, ready? Should we start with question 1? Yeah. Name the film My Precious.
Yes, do the impression.
My precious.
Now, I always get this one confused between two films.
Oh, but
I think the other one involves a sock, so...
what? A sock? Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah, okay. I'm with you on that one. I don't actually know which is the right one because I said Lord of the Rings trilogy.
I said
because I can't tell you which one of the Lord of... Oh, did we get that right? Yeah, okay. That's good. Oh, I need a...
Yes, because Dobby, they're both like weird little...
Yeah.
So I always get confused, much to the disappointment of, you know, Die Hard.
Master has given Dobby a sock. Not that one. Right, next one, number 2.
Oh, that's... that is...
Do we have to do the impression as well? But not yet.
I have no idea what the film's called. I know who's in it. Does that count?
Ready?
Yeah.
I've got Jerry Maguire.
Ah, that's it.
He goes, "Show me the money," or something like that.
I could only
it's
think of, isn't it,
shouty.
Tom Cruise? Ugh.
Yeah. Because there's another. Because doesn't he say something to her like, "You complete me" at the end? And my friend, when she got married, her husband had it engraved on their wedding rings.
That's lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit. Yeah, it's lovely. They won't be watching. My mama always said life was a box of chocolates. God, what is it called? Okay.
Now you have to do the impression.
No. Not very good at that one. What is your favourite chocolate? Out of a box of chocolates, what would be the one you went for?
Would be the strawberry or the orange cream.
Oh! That's why we have to share boxes of chocolates. I can't stand those ones.
I would be sorted then.
Oh, yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump. Right, yay. Whoop, whoop.
You're winning. You are whooping.
Huh?
It says you are whooping because you're winning.
I like to win. I can't hide that, unfortunately. I don't have a mask big enough to hide the fact that I like to win. Right, next one is... yeah? Terminator 2. Oh! Do we both get that one? I think we should, yeah.
I didn't know we had to name which number film
But he doesn't say in the first one. I don't think he has very many words in the first one. And the second one, I think does he only have 27 words or 37 words and he got paid like £1 million per word? Something like that.
Really?
Again, useless information that sits in my head. Anyone's phone number? No. Right, next one. This is the last one in this round. Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Why can't I think of the name of the film? Oh,
You can. Yeah, you can.
I'm still blaming the COVID fog. Can I just say?
You can't do that this long.
Yes, you are winning.
Right, next one. No, we're going to turn around. Dirty Dancing, of course it is. Right, brilliant. I like it when I win. Haven't won yet, though, have I? It's a game of two halves, as some football person said. Right. Sean says, "Oh dear, films are not my thing." Quite clearly, they're Michelle and I's thing. That's good. Fantastic. Yes. Everyone's enjoying the games. Beth says, "I've got the right attitude." Yes, we're going to win. We're going to give you a little bit of a break. We'll see you in a couple of moments. I'm going to win, Michelle. I'm going to win.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much.
to put me my thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You are.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some. What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the product.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part, and it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafts Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I keep looking at myself in the camera and thinking, what's going on with my hair? Then I realised I've got a crown on. Duh. What was I going to say? Terry says, all I hear is Ben when I hear that Terminator. Hasta la vista, baby. Yeah, me too. I've got a little story to tell you about Ben. So my daughter's working in a coffee shop, and somebody came into the coffee shop who is a TV presenter on UK breakfast TV called Ben Shepherd. And she said, Ben Shepherd's just been in. Oh my goodness, he looks just like the Ben that you work with. And we always laugh at Ben because we say he looks like Ben Shepherd. So actually, it's come from outside. People think that my daughter actually said for a minute, she was about to say, don't you work with my mum? But then she realised it wasn't. It was Ben Shepherd from the TV. Because she's had a lovely time with this in this coffee shop. Because she also served Jamie Dornan from 50 Shades of Grey. It's quite exciting. Who knows?
That's very exciting.
What is this coffee shop? It's a dog coffee shop. It's called Wild Bush. If you're in London, they're in Putney, Barnes, Fulham and Richmond. And they have a dog groomers at the back, have lots of dog paraphernalia, and they serve amazing coffee, really, really good coffee. I didn't drink coffee, so it means nothing to me. But if you're passing, go in, say hello, say you've seen me on TV. I don't know. She might even give you A bit of coffee for free. Julie says it was a good start for me. I had no idea about those films. Zoe Carver says, I haven't seen all the films, but I got them all right. Sarah Brown says, oh, Becky, I love the way you believe in yourself. I do. Someone's got to. And Nefertiti says, 5 out of 5, that was fun. Well, we've got another round of that coming up for you, but in between, interspersing the fun and frolics, we're going to be showing you some items that we have on the show. Now, as I said before, basically, all of these, buy one, get one free. This first one I'm going to show you are some edibles that we've got. This one is your woodland fairy, and this is your peacock that you've got here. Really beautiful. We've had lots of samples that we shown you over the last couple of months using these, particularly with that beautiful peacock. But to show you with the boards in black and white, you can really see the utter beauty that you're getting in here. Look at that, absolutely stunning. Beautiful out of using some of that glitter paste that you've just seen Michelle using, and that would look really wonderful, or some of our mirrored cardstock. This one is your woodland fairy. Just absolutely beautiful and very easy to use. In this bundle, with these 2 separate dies that you're going to be getting here, it is only £9.99 or £12.95. Flat platinum, it's just £7.99 for both of these, or £10.36. You're basically the half price. Buy one, get one free. That is a great deal that we've got there. And Michelle, what have you got over there?
I have got the Baroque border die.
Ooh.
I'm going to use the Dijon one.
Oh, nice.
Dijon mustard.
Yeah.
Of course, food. Am I going straight? I've got to admit, I didn't hear a word you were just saying. Well, I was looking for something, and then I heard my name. And I was like, what?
I said, Michelle, you're going to tell us a joke now, aren't you?
I am. So a woman with half a brain walks into a bar.
I was only joking, Michelle.
I don't know jokes, you know.
I know I can never remember the punchline.
No?
No. There's like 3 jokes that I remember, and they're rubbish.
Oh, are there?
And I've told them all before anyway. So yeah, I can't think of any jokes. You need Ben here. Ben is the joke machine, isn't he?
We need to keep his Ben's dad jokes book here.
Yes, we do.
And we can just keep referring to it.
Or perhaps Ben can just keep messaging in while we're on air, just giving us jokes.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
You might have some jokes you want to share with us. If you've got some jokes you want to share with us today, send them in. We fancy a bit of a giggle. But Michelle, you're going to show us about the edibles, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I know that bit.
Yeah.
That bit, it's fine. Sorted with that bit. I love these. I launched these and I've loved them ever since. They are just a beautiful decorative element that you can pop on your card, or you can make it the absolute focal point. And the fact that you've got, so you have this piece here, which is your edgeable. Mm-hmm. But then you have this piece here, which cuts out that decorative element. So when you've cut your edgeable out on your card, you're going to cut that out in a separate colour, and it's going to layer together beautifully. So you can use these together or separately. It's entirely up to you. What I love is the fact that you can do that. We've created them separately, so you've got so much more things that you can be doing with this die set than if there was together, just that one thing. So let's pop both of these off. Pop that to the side. So I've got, of course, that beautiful neon, is it Neon Dreams?
Yeah.
Card. So I love, gorgeous. I've got to admit, the reverse, that oil slick on there is just absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to use a couple of pieces of this. So I've got my card base here, and it's 5 inches wide. So I've cut these just down a little bit shorter than that. And the reason that I decided to go 5 inches wide is because this is how wide those are. So we're just doing it as wide as the actual die. Again, you can go bigger if you want to, but we're just doing it that particular size. I've got 2 pieces of card. Now, this one here is going to layer on the front, and it is as big as the card. Now, this one is a little bit smaller, and I haven't cut this to a particular width or depth, because what I'm going to do is I want to use this edgeable to cut both of these, and then I'm going to decide how far up or how low down that I want to pop this top piece.
Okay.
So I'm going to decide on that little bit afterwards, once I've run this through. So let me bring my plate in and my tape. So I'm going to tape this into position. because I don't want it to move from where I'm going to pop it. And so if you struggle sort of lining that up, bring it onto your glass mat and then be using the lines on here to line it up with, so you know
that's a good idea.
that it's going to go exactly where you want it and perfectly straight. So take that bit down and that one, and then we will run that through. So this actually, I should grab my smaller plates because these are going to fit on your smaller plates perfectly. It's 5 inches wide, so it's going to run through your midi as well, absolutely perfectly. So if you've got just your smaller machines, it's going to work on those.
Do you make any of your decorations that you have up at Christmas time, Michelle?
Sorry?
Do you make any of your decorations that you put up at Christmas time?
I have done in the past, definitely. I love to make those 3D stars.
Oh yeah.
I make those a lot. They're just lovely. But we've got quite a few dies that actually last year I did make some of my decorations with, and I know that Alice did a few as well. She went through. She loves to craft and create 3D things, very much like me. So, so you can see that is cut both of those pieces out now, and I'm going to do the same with here. With this, and then I'm going to decide. I mean, to be honest, I might want to turn that round, but we're going to pop this one through as well, and then I'm going to decide on where I'm going to pop them. And again, it's going to end up totally different to how my prep started out, because you sort of, what I love about our product is you start off making one thing. And then you get inspired. So you're using it and you're like, oh my gosh, I could do this with it.
Yeah.
So that is why you will very rarely see my end project looking like it should be. But that's the good thing. You get excited and inspired.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing because it shows, you know, you're all the time you're sort of thinking and working out how to adapt stuff or how to improve on them. And I think it's a nice idea. But...
Yeah, definitely. Right, so again, let me just pop that tape off carefully. And the good thing about this is, so I've got a top and bottom in both of those different patterns. So what you're going to do is you're going to create two different cards. They're going to match up lovely, but they're going to be two totally different cards. So this is where I'm deciding on, that's going to go at the bottom there. I'm going to pop that over. Now, it's a little bit long, but that's okay. I can trim it down. But then what we need to do to really distinguish, to really make that separation pop out, is we're going to bring this one in. I've got some silver and I've got some black. So I'm going to run it through. Let me bring my smaller plates in. Just grab all of those. They are somewhere. Here we go. Just cuts that time down a little bit when I'm running it through. Everything's stuck together. Anyone would think that I'd been here. Let's pop it through with the black first. So again, you can see how perfectly they fit on those smaller plates. So run that through. Let's just pop those under here. Do you know, it takes me longer to clear up at the end of a show than it does to do the show.
Especially when you've got glitter, I think. You know, glitter paste, glitter glues, there's always a little bit more to clear up, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Right, just pop that out. Look how beautiful it is. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to run it through with the silver as well, because I might end up giving it either a drop shadow of the silver or a drop shadow of the gold. It depends, popping it together, because the silver, your mirror card, your silver, your gold, any of your mirror cards works absolutely beautiful with this paper pack because you've got that beautiful shimmer on there.
Sarah Brown sent us a joke.
Nice.
What did the ocean say?
I'll see you later.
Oh, that's quite
Nothing,
good.
it just waved.
Yeah! Well done. Send some more in. I love a joke.
I do love a good joke. Right, I'm just going to bring in my trimmer because we're going to trim this down to fit.
Michelle and I met at the station yesterday, so we shared a taxi home. And we did just say, we watched the shops, didn't we? And we said, all we're going to be doing is giggling. And that's pretty much what we did the whole journey there. And in fact, even when we walked into the shop, I still think we were giggling, weren't we? Yes, and I think we giggled quite a lot in the taxi. Yeah, it's all fun and laughter here. The taxi driver was thinking, he did say, I'm going to ask not to pick you two up again.
He did.
Yeah, that's probably why our taxi was late this morning.
Yeah, because he threatened to kick us out.
Yeah, he didn't. He loves us. It's always nice to have a little bit of a giggle.
It is. Definitely.
I love that.
Right, so I'm quite happy with that. I just trimmed, I think it was roughly ½ an inch off the top. And then, so we're going to bring this in, so we're either going to pop the silver on there or the black, then the silver. But let's pop those to the side for now. So don't forget, so these two pieces here, absolutely, they're going to still work together. So you're going to create a smaller card with those. And it's it's going to match, it's going to tie in. Right, so my card base is 5.5 by 8. I'm just going to open that up because we're going to pop one of these pattern papers on the inside. But when my card closes, I'm going to have that lovely sort of decorative edge. So the front is 5 inches, but the back is 5.5.
Okay.
There's nothing that says your card has got to be the same size on the front. I mean, we do those half-fold cards, gatefold cards, all those kind of things. Those Z-fold cards, again, doesn't mean, I mean, they don't match up size-wise. So it's just a little, just making your front just that ½ inch smaller. And then it means that you can see whatever paper it is that you've popped on the inside. You get that lovely border on the edge. It's just a little bit of fun.
Laquita says, I'm sorry, I stepped away. Is that the neon papers that Michelle is using? That the neon dreams?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I'm going to pop that on there. I'm going to pop these down flat. You could pop them onto some foam if you wanted that depth and dimension, because it is a card. So you wouldn't need to mat and layer it as if it was a patterned. Oh, wait a minute. Let me just bring in my dotty just on those bottom bits. Make sure they stick down. And then line that up on there. There we go. And then we'll pop this one on. So dot it on those edge bits to make sure that they stay nice and stuck. And then tack it.
Sarah Brown suggests that you use the that dye to make a tiara.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. We will be busy in the break.
Yes, we will.
Because I think everyone should have a crown today. A crown off. Have a crown off. Why can I not enter? I haven't made my
you didn't
crown,
make
so apparently
yours.
I can't enter, so I might have to make myself a crown.
So I'm going to pop the black one on, and then I'm going to pop the silver one on, and I'm not going to give myself a drop shadow, but what it does is by adding both of those on there, it gives that silver that I'm going to pop on the top some height.
Okay.
So you've got that height there on that separation, which again, it just will make it pop that little bit more. I'm just going to trim that edge off. There and there. There's glitter all over this card. Look, and I haven't even used glitter on it.
I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters.
I think I might come over there and just rest my face on the glittery surface so I'm covered in glitter.
I don't think you can ever have enough glitter.
No.
Glitz and glam and sparkle.
I bought some new eyeshadow the other day and it has glitter, and my friend did say to me, "You're too old for glitter." And then she saw the palette and went, "Oh no, you're all right for that glitter." So I have got glitter eyeshadow on today, glittery. What palette is it? Goodness, I can't remember. I brought it with me. I will show you later how glittery it is. I don't think any of us are too old for glitter.
I don't think so.
I'm going to be that crazy elderly lady that is still wearing a tiara when she's going to the community centre with her mates, and a Zimmer frame. It's going to be me, and I'm going to be wearing glittery eyeshadow.
You're going to be that crazy old lady.
I had my great aunt always wore makeup right up until when she passed away, but she couldn't really see what she was doing, so her mascara used to be up by her eyebrows and then down on her cheeks because that was. But she always had amazingly long nails. She always had lots of jewellery on, but always had her makeup just in the wrong place.
I love that though.
Sweet.
She still had it on though.
Yeah, still had it on. Yeah.
Right, so I've popped it on. I've got that lovely dimension on there. I've just got a little border again, just the black then that pattern paper, and I thought what is going to work more perfectly with this than my swash dies. So I'm going to pick one of these, and I think I'm going to go with just the congratulations. And again, you can pop it in anything. You can pop that on top in that if you want. I'm going to bring in a little bit of black because that's going to tie in lovely. And then we'll run that through.
Those swash dies, I mean, they're brilliant, aren't they?
Yes.
So useful.
I love these. These are my, I say that about everything.
Current
it's
go-to.
true.
Yeah.
About everything. They just fit every kind of card perfectly.
Yeah. I've got a really good joke for you.
Go on.
It's a really good joke. It's from Tracy. She says, Dwayne Johnson paid me to clean up and organise his craft room, but sadly I lost his scrapbook cutting tool. I lost the rocks, paper, scissors. That is brilliant. that is so good. Why are you not laughing in the gallery?
Oh, I like that.
What you didn't? They're not rolling around on the floor laughing like we are over here. That was brilliant. Love that joke. Keep them coming in. I love a good joke.
I liked that one. That was very good.
That was really good. Ben will like that one.
Ben will like that one. That's definitely a Ben one, isn't it? So these are quite delicate.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tap it into the glue, as you just saw.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't advise that. Pop it on here. I mean, I don't know anyone, if any of you have got some sort of allergy or anything, so I don't advise doing that. I know that I haven't because I've been popping it on my wrist for years. Just for the sake of it, I let it dry and then peel off just because it's fun. But if you can, pop a little bit down and tap it in. I could go in with my dotty tape pen, but like I said, because it is really quite delicate, this one, I'm not gonna risk it at all. And then all I'm gonna pop on here is I've just got a bow, and I know it's white, but I've got that little bit of, well, it's not, it's more of an off-white. I've got that little bit of silver, so I feel it's still going to work perfect. And I do have my gems somewhere. I've lost them, but I've just found some more at the side, so that's quite all right. I'm going to pop a little bow just up there. I'm going to use just 3 of these, just down there. And then this last one, just there. And then if I just turn that round, using those new papers with that lovely Dijon mustard, I said it again, didn't I? Dijon Baroque border die.
That is beautiful. Oh, I love that. Really, really like that. Love the colours that you're using in that as well. It's really nice to see something made with that new paper pad. Love that. Nefertiti says, those swash dies are my new go-to. Lynn Blacklish says, Becky, I am that crazy old lady. And Lillian says, Becky, do you mean when you go for pensioners' lunches, I hope your Zimmer frame will be blinged up? It will, absolutely, as will my hair. I'll be wearing glitter in my hair. Do you know, I went into a shop, a high street store, and you'd expect they'd have glitter spray for your hair. Didn't have any. Hopefully I'll be able to get some before Christmas, because obviously I need that. And that'll play havoc with the cameras when I've got glitter all over my hair. Right. Do keep your jokes coming in, because we like to hear a little bit of a joke. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for those to come through, I've got a few things to show you. This is your Enjoy Your Little Things. This is your little mouse stamp and die set to create those really cute little gift tags or perhaps a bookmark. Really, really lovely item here. And you're also going to be getting a set of your tricolour aquas. In these colours you're going to be getting, this is a floral meadow. You've got bright florals, warm fiery and fresh verdant colours in here. To show you what that looks like, this is the die and the stamp set. So you can see you're going to be getting a couple little sentiments in there as well. And not only do you get the front of the little mouse, but you also get his bottom as well, which is really cute. So the price for these two items together, as I said, everything is a buy one, get one free situation that we've got on Play Your Crafts right today. This is $9.99 or $14.99. Platinum price is $7.99 or $11.99. They are gorgeous. I like those little things. They're really very, very sweet. Rachel's just told me I can get tinsel hair extensions.
What?
Mind blown. Or might have to go and do a little bit of shopping when I get home.
Yes.
And Angela was saying about custom colouring the ribbon that you've just on that with your alcohol markers. That's a good idea, because you could get away with then buying a whole reel of white ribbon and then just colouring it in.
Just colour it in,
It doesn't fade or anything if you use the alcohol markers?
No. Oh, and the thing is, it's going on the front of a card, so it's not as if you're going to wash it or anything like that. But those alcohol markers, yeah, and your gems as well. You can colour your gems up with those. So yeah, absolutely.
Oh, fantastic.
Good idea.
Good to know. And you've got something scary over there.
I have. Ooh. Oh, I love... That scared me.
Boom!
I love these. So what I have got here is the die cut 3D topper pad. And I have also got the Halloween multi-sheet. So this is the most beautiful paper pad. So I'll flick through these for you. But these die cut toppers, they are absolutely fabulous. You can see that we've been using these up here, because why wouldn't we? But you've got all those different styles in there. So you can decoupage these up. You can use those separately if you want. But you've got lots and lots of different elements in there. Now, yes, it's not Halloween anymore, but these are still going to work perfectly next year, because Halloween's going to come again. But you've got elements in here, so like that spooky castle, actually for someone who likes maybe horror movies, that kind of thing, going to work absolutely perfect for that. But this paper pad, so look at this. Craig said this, and it sums it up perfectly well. It's like an adult Halloween paper pad. It's your more grown-up stuff, so definitely if you've got someone who loves this, my daughter would absolutely love this. This would be her birthday card. I mean, her birthday's in April, but if I gave her birthday card made out of this pad, it would make her year, because this is the kind of thing that she absolutely loves. The imagery is beautiful. It is absolutely just, I can't do that flick, look. The pad's just too heavy for me.
It's all that good quality paper you've got there, isn't it?
It is a good quality paper. I mean, you've got 36 pieces in here. Look at all those, and the backs are just as beautiful. So these two pads you're going to get today for $9.99 or $12.95. But if you're platinum, £7.99 or $10.36 for both of these. And again, buy them, put them away for next year, because they're going to work perfectly then as well.
Fantastic. Oh, I like that. And Suzanne says, wowzer, that is a deal for next year. It really is. And Maggie said, Becky, when my mum couldn't get glitter spray for her hair, she sprayed her hair with hairspray while someone blew regular glitter into it.
That's a good idea.
Try that later. We've got some glitter here. And I've got some hairspray in the green room. Oh, no, I'll just wash my hair. I don't want to do that.
As well.
I won't do that today. Right, we should get going on the next round of the game, I think. I like to win.
Do you know what, Becky? I would never have guessed.
No.
Never.
No. It's not like I'm going to stomp off and cry if I don't win, but I might not Oh no, Michelle's got the chocolate on her desk. Maybe Michelle should win. Right, let's get started. So this is a second round, and the quote is, "Here's Johnny." I almost said it like that.
What are you chuckling about?
So what did you put? The Shining. I misspelled it originally and called it The Shinning. The Shining, of course it is.
One of my all-time favourite films.
Is it really?
Yeah. Stephen King didn't like it though.
No. But then he's
He
quite
told
an
me
odd man.
personally.
Yeah. I think it's a great film. It is
I love
quite
it.
scary. It's one of those things that when you see that, because that is still that's a big hotel in Canada, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's available you can stay in it when you want to ski, but it's always put me off, to be honest with you. Right,
Just
the
a
next
little.
one. And name the film, I'm Walking Here, I'm Walking Here.
No. Are we allowed clues? Like the title of the film?
It's not a film I've seen, but I can sort of remember the scene. I don't know. I'm
going to
guessing.
kick myself when they give me the answer.
I'm guessing on this one. I don't know if many people are getting it on.
We definitely
online.
need clues.
Yeah, I think we need a clue
Always.
for this one.
Apparently there
We
is
have a
none.
clue? Okay. Haven't been given any. We're just going to have to. We'll just if we. Do you know? Guess. Put a guess in. I've put a guess in.
No, I've not even heard that.
Have you not?
No. I'm saying it in like a Brooklyn accent though.
That's what I'm thinking. I've guessed. I've put taxi driver. Because I think it's Robert De Niro that says that. But I'm not 100% sure. What is the answer? Midnight Cowboy. I haven't got no
I don't
idea.
even know that film. Is it old?
No.
Is it new?
It's old, isn't it? Who was in it? Justin Hoffman. Who's like Robert De Niro. I don't know. They're all around about the same age, aren't they? Yeah. I remember. Doesn't he walking through New York saying that? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I've got it confused. It's not a film I've seen. Never mind. Neither of us got that one.
You're like,
I've got a
never
feeling this is
mind.
going to be quite difficult now. Okay. All right. What is the next question? Name the film There's No Place Like Home. You get that one?
I've wrote it really big, so I hope I've got it right.
Okay, I got Wizard of Oz because. Oh, we won Wizard of Oz. Are we right?
Oh, thank God I got that one right.
It says on. I'm waiting and I'm reading The Wizard of Oz and I'm thinking, is it right? Oh dear, it's going to be a long weekend. Right, next one. You're going to need a bigger boat. Actually, this is incorrect because they don't actually say this in the book.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Or maybe the phrase most people hear is, we're going to need a bigger boat. And that's not quite correct. So maybe it is, yeah. You know this one?
I love how you just know all this stuff.
Useless. Like I said, utterly useless. This is why I'm brilliant at trivia.
Got lots
otherwise
of...
useless. Yeah. Right.
I've no idea.
Oh, come on.
You see, that's what threw me, because I know that line's not in that film.
Oh, dear. Right, ready? Yeah. Jaws. Yeah.
See, now you told me. I can see him saying it.
You knew it, really. Right, next one. Is this the penultimate one? Roads, where we're going, this is the last one. This is...
My hair looks like he's on a morning when I get off.
Do you know what? My dad looked exactly like him in that. Exactly like him. And he'd often wear like a lab coat.
Oh, would he?
Yeah. He used to get some funny looks. Yeah, because he didn't want to get his clothes mucky. He'd wear like a lab coat, yeah. But he looked, you know, big hair like that. Right, I've got Back to the Future, last scene. Because it almost forms the first scene of the second one.
Because he's putting the rubbish in the tank, the
banana skin.
The banana skins and stuff.
Yeah. Did I win? Did I win? Yes! I'm a winner!
The tiara gave you good luck.
Can we not have a star chart for the winner of Play Your Crafts Right?
No.
Because I might win that one. Well, can we speak to Liam about that? I think that's what we should do. Well done. They were brilliant. Brilliant. Who did the games this week? Sam. Well done, Sam. They were great games. Great games because I won. But brilliant because without that Midnight Cowboy one, we were doing pretty well, weren't we? Well done, everybody that got them right at home. And we will choose some winners at random and let you know who has won. But in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break and we will see you in a couple of moments.
My name's Craig Laird. I work at Crafters Companion. I am a craft expert where I get to play with lots of crafty goodies from Crafters Companion, and hopefully we're here to inspire you with lots of crafty things that you can do. So my crafting journey, that started many, many years ago, actually just over 20 years ago. I actually came across crafting on UK Shopping TV. I was unwell at the time and I was just channel surfing, just having a look to see what was on TV, and then I came across who has now become my friend, Dawn Bibby, and I thought, oh, quite like that bit of crafting that she's doing. I purchased some crafty goodies, and before you know it, here I am, all these years later, doing what I'm doing with Crafters Companion. So believe it or not, none of my family or friends are actually very creative. So the creative side in me has actually just progressed naturally. As I have progressed, I've become really good friends with many craft experts out there in the industry, and they're the ones that inspire me. Then coming to Crafters Companion, Crafters TV, and interacting with all the crafters at home, seeing what they make. I am a huge, huge advocate for social media because you get to see lots of things that everyone makes at home, and that does inspire me as well. Many years ago, before I started here at Crafters Companion, believe it or not, I didn't have a lot of confidence. I didn't go out a lot, I didn't do much. Now, with Crafters Companion and Crafters TV, it's given me so much confidence, self-belief. My biggest crafting success, I'm going to have to pick two. One of them is appearing on HSN America. I was really, really lucky a couple of years ago to actually go to Florida with Sarah to see how it all works behind the scenes. An incredible juggernaut that the shopping TV is at HSN. That for me is an incredible proud moment. I will never ever forget when all of you incredible crafters at home voted enough for me to be in the running of the 2021 Male Craft Personality of the Year. Was such a humbling feeling. I was so, so proud. I was so grateful. Our Crafters TV audience are absolutely incredible. For me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers, and the support that I get. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise, but if you just want that interaction, you just want to have that chat away about anything random in life, onto social media, onto Crafters TV, you know that you're going to get that support, you're going to get that understanding when it comes to the crafters at home.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right? Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly
What
how
does she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Hello everybody, welcome back. Well done to everybody that did well. We should have those winners in just a couple of moments. And it is by magic. They're here. So the winners are Beth Ross Lucas, Catherine Fulder, Anne Kalinsakis, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, Pat Demarest and Carletta Morris. If you can email in at prizes@crafterscompanion.com, you will be able to get your voucher. So I'll read them again. Beth Ross Lucas, Catherine Fulder, Anne Kalinauskas. Hopefully that's right. Pat Demarest and Carletta Morris. Well done to you all. If you can just email in, you'll get your voucher in no time at all. Right, we're back for the last part of Play Your Crafts Right. And I know you're all waiting with bated breath to see Michelle's craft along, but you have to see that in a little bit of time. In the meantime, we're going to show you the Kingfisher collection that we've got here. So I've divided it into a few little piles here because there's lots and lots for me to get through. The first one I'm going to show you is this 3D folder. Often when we show you 3D folders, we've covered them in with just inks. This one's being done with some of those pens. Look at that. Is that not the most beautiful embossing folder? This is a 3D embossing folder called the Halcyon Days. Absolutely beautiful. Next one I'm going to show you are some stamps. These are nature silhouette stamps. So you've got all of those different reeds and trees stamps there. The next one I've got is another embossing folder. This is by the river. That is really beautiful. Lovely kind of summer's day. It's almost sort of Wind in the Willows-esque, that particular one. This is your floral, this is your blossoming floral border. That is beautiful. Look at those flowers. Really very, very pretty die that you've got there. You've got your entwined wreath. Again, very pretty, beautiful kind of design that you've got there. And actually, you could use that throughout the whole of the year, couldn't you? You could put a few embellishments on that and use that for Christmas. These are your stamps. These are all occasion stamps, all sorts of different ones that you need in your stash. Again, very pretty fonts that we've got there. This is your die. This is your in-flight set of dies. So you've got the outer border die here, and you've also got the inner die. So almost like a create a card kind of die that we've got here. This one is your flying gem. This is a beautiful Kingfisher stamp and die set. This next one is your blue lightning. Again, different type of bird, well, aspect of the Kingfisher bird. This is your river reeds stamp and die set. And that is beautiful. Gosh, look at all of the work you've got in those. Lovely to have those dies as well, so you don't have to worry about fussy cutting. And then this is your beautiful blossom stencils. So just layering up all those stencils, you'll be able to create that beautiful design that you've got here. We've also got a selection of tricolour pens here. These are your Kingfisher pens. Oh, sorry, Pat Demarest. You won. Don't think we've forgotten about you. You won. So these are your set of pens down here that I've just dropped on the floor. So these are ones specifically designed with the Kingfisher, but you can see all those colours. These are absolutely beautiful. These kind of colours here are ideal for that Kingfisher, and these are all water-based, so your aqua markers. Then you've also got a selection of seam binding ribbon in those beautiful colours, like a deep pink, almost a fuchsia pink. You've got a teal, and then you've got a very soft blue there. We've got some feathers for you. Beautiful feathers in orange, blue, and also the green. And then we go through to the papers. You've got a 6x6 paper pad here. So I'll flick through that very, very quickly because I'll show you on the larger paper pad. But as always with our paper pads, these are a smaller version of the 12x12. They're not just a section of the 12x12. Everything has been made smaller, so all the imagery is that much tinier. So great if you're going to be making some small cards. Then we've got some of the acetate. So this is, sorry, acetate vellum. This is your 8x8 vellum pad. And what, as always with the vellums, these images, these patterns are taken from the paper pads. So you've got the 150 GSM and the 24 sheets that you've got there. You've also got some linen cardstock. You've got 6 sheets and you've got 6 colours and 4 sheets in each. So deep kind of midnight blue, a bright green, more of a royal blue that you've got here, as well as that teal colour, moving through to that bright, bright orange. It's almost the colour of what I call sympathetic cheese. And the sympathetic cheese, you know what I mean by sympathetic cheese? Yeah, Michelle knows. Plastic cheese, yeah, sympathetic. Or synthetic. We call, like spray cream, I always call that sympathetic cream because it's not real. This is your 12x12 paper pad. So you've got beautiful designs. As always, we have the very sort of detailed pattern side on one and then a more muted tone on the other. These are exactly the same images that you'll find in the smaller paper pad, but obviously much, much larger, and they are absolutely beautiful imagery. Look at the colours in that lovely teal and the pink in there. Huge amounts of items you're getting in this collection, and the price is £145 or $199. Platinum is £116 or $159.20. For all of this, you've got the 12x12, the 6x6, you've got the vellums, you've got the linen cardstock, as well as all the dies, the stamps, and of course those pens as well. Really, really good deal. Michelle, what have you got over there? You're going to do a little demo for us with this.
I am.
Fabulous.
Do you know what? I love this collection. It is so different. The colours in this, they are so bright and so vibrant. It is a pleasure to play with because it is just, again, so different to our other collections. So I've picked a couple of the items. Of course, I'm going to use those water-based aqua pens. I've also picked this Blue Lightning, and I've got those silhouette stamps. So I thought we'd create a nice little background first. You've got the 6 colours in here, and again, you know that you can mix and match these, blend them up, create an extra colour, because obviously they're your aquas, so you've got the ability to do that. So what I'm going to do is and yes, before anyone starts to worry that I'm going to be using water, I'm staying safe. So I'm going to pop some navy down, and then I'm going to pop some of the magenta down. I just love that noise. And then I think I'm going to go for the gold. I'm not sure. I'm going to pop a little bit of sunflower down because I'm not too sure. I might mix those together. I might use them separately. So I'm going to have to pop my lid off because I'm going to use, I know, I have got it far away from me though. I need to use, what I need to do actually is I need to maybe get my husband to cut that a bit wider so the bigger brushes are going to fit in with the lid still on. But then, is it a safety cup if I've tampered with it, you know? You know, all these things are just too difficult to decide on. So I've got my watercolour card. I'm going to dip my brush in the water. I'm going to dab it off a little bit, and I'm going to mix those two together. And I'm just going to go over the top of my card with those 2 yellows. Then we're going to take that off. I'm going to come in with my blue at the bottom and bring that so far up. And then, again, cleaning off my brush, I'm going to come in with the pink and I'm going to go over those 2 because then you get that beautiful ombre from one colour to the next, but then you get that lovely overlap. So you've got that peachy orange there, you've got a purple going on there. I just absolutely love it. I'm going to bring in a bit more blue because I want to go a little bit further up with that blue. Add more there. If you're doing this and you're wanting to add, you know, extra blue to make it that little bit deeper, let it dry, or you know, force dry it, and then go back in with some extra blue. So I'm just going to bring in my heat tool. I'm just going to dry this off just for a second. And I don't know if I said, but I'm using my watercolour card for this. And it doesn't really take too long for this to dry off. And mine's got the added benefit of that pink glitter all over it that is still all over my table. So that's dry enough. So let's just pop an extra. I shouldn't really have wiped it up, but I did. So bring that little bit of extra blue in. I'm just going to go over the bottom just to add a little bit of extra depth on there. Then I'm going to take all that ink off so I can blend it up without having that line stay in there. There we go. So before I do anything else, I'm going to pop that lid on.
Thank goodness for that, because I was worrying about that, Michelle.
I worry. It's such a stressful time when I'm doing that. So again, I'm just going to dry this off. But again, it's very quick. It doesn't take long at all. If you find your paper warps a little bit, just flip it over and dry the other side, and it flattens it back out. And to be honest, once you've got it, when it's warm like that, if you still haven't got it flat, put something heavy on it, just while your page is still a little bit warm or a little bit damp, and then it'll flatten.
Okay.
But I find that I normally tend to just do that curving on the edge of my desk, and it just flattens it all out for me. So I'm happy with that. I love that background. I think it looks fabulous. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use this. This, again, is one of the most useful stamp sets you are ever going to buy. You've got all those reeds on there. You've got all the grass, the little wood panel effects, even that little bird on there. This is just such an amazing and usable stamp set. So let's pop this in here, or on here. And then decide on what we're going to pop where. So I'm going to build up just a little scene, just a little background. So I'm going to pop that just there. I'm going to bring that little reed in. I'm going to pop that on there as well. I mean, if you want to do these one at a time so they layer over each other more, then absolutely do that. The bird, let's pop the bird on here.
It's lovely that you can create your own little scene.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Right, so where is, oh, my ink pad. So I've picked a couple. I've got my waterproof because I've done it on watercolour cards and I've obviously used those water techniques. I'm going to use this because if I use another ink pad and then I decide to come in with a little bit more water. So if you're going to do, you know, the faux bleaching effect, or you're going to use some tissue to pick some colour up, and you haven't used your waterproof dye because you think, oh, I've done with the water techniques, then you're a bit scuppered. So I always just use this, regardless of whether you're going to add extra water. If you just get into the habit of doing it this way, then you don't need to worry. So inking that up, pressing that down, obviously using my stamping platform because it's going to get exactly where I want it to be every single time. So let's bring that one back in. I'm going to pop that on that side. And then that little one's going to go there as well. Lovely. Actually, I'll pop that one on in a minute so I can sort of overlap it.
Okay.
I have another bird. Let me use that one. There's 2 on there, look at that. There we go. This is what I love. I love the fact that you can really have a play and build up the scenes with these kinds of things. So pop that down. And then let's take those off. And then where's that? What did I do with that little one? Oh, it's there. So I'm going to pop this little one on, and I just want it to overlap a little bit. And because I want it to overlap a little bit, I think I'm going to use the grey. So I'm going to bring in my flagstone. I mean, I could ink it up with black and then stamp it onto some spare card to get a second generation stamp. So if I stamp it onto some scrap and then stamp it onto here, you're automatically going to get that lighter stamped image, which automatically makes it look like it's more in the background.
Oh, yeah.
But actually that flagstone looks just as dark, to be honest. So if I bring this in again, pop it on there. So let's pick it up. In fact, look, I mean, I haven't even re-inked it and you've got that there. Let me add, so add a little bit of ink, bring in a spare piece of card, take that first image off with it and then go over. And you've got, instantly you've got that sort of in the background.
That works really well.
So we'll just do one more over there. And we're going to do exactly the same thing. So just a bit of ink. Take it off and then go back in. And there you go, it automatically looks like you've got that foreground and that background. So let's pop this off. Pop that under there. Make sure I get the right lids on the right ink pads. And I just open everything, take lids off of everything, and then at the end of the day, it takes me so long to
work
put
out
everything
what you've
back.
done, yeah.
I get lost in the process. I'm going to blame that. Right, so this is my lovely, lovely scene. I'm going to pop one of those birds on it, but before I do, I've got my piece of kitchen roll that I've been dabbing my paintbrush onto. So what I'm going to do, because this is still nice and wet, let me just grab another piece that's dry for my fingers. Because if my fingers are wet and I'm holding this, I'm going to bring that ink up. So this should be wet enough. And if not, you can just add some more to just a little bit at a time, just lift up some of that ink. And what I'm going to do, just dab it in there, put the lid back on. It's equally terrifying for me, can I just say? And then we're going to come back in. And I don't want it to be a perfect circle, but I want sort of the idea of sort of a circle-y, cloudy sort of ink. Can you see that coming up? I always do it this way because I feel you've got more control with a bit of wet tissue. And then we'll do a little bit there. So this is why I said I always use the black waterproof, because if you go back in on the top to do something like this, you've got the right ink pad on there and you don't need to worry. So
that looks lovely.
Three little ones, because we know that 3 always looks, the odd number looks better. Look at that.
Yeah. That really makes it,
you can see why I love these kind of stamp sets and aqua pens. So I'm going to pop that to the side to let that dry. And then, so we've got this lovely Kingfisher. So you've got the die and you've got the stamp, which is brilliant, because if you're not brilliant at your fussy cutting or you just just want to stamp again and build up a background, you absolutely can do. But I've stamped mine out already, and again, I've used the waterproof ink pad. So I'm going to pop just a little bit of blue down and a little bit of that gold. And then I'm going to come in with a finer brush, so we don't need to be as scared this time.
She says.
And then we're just going to pick up the colour. And because we're watercolouring, this goes down and colours up very quickly. So you can build...
I don't think I've seen a kingfisher in years.
No, I wouldn't know one if I saw one, to be honest. I'm
Well,
not...
it looks like the thing you've got in your hand that you're colouring in. I've not seen them for a long time. I imagine they've sort of dwindled in amounts that you see around in nature. But yeah, I think last time I saw one I was a kid. It's quite sad, really, isn't it?
It is. It is when you think. I think it is when you think about all the things that we sort of used to see as a kid. It's like even now to the hedgehogs, with them being like endangered and we're having to look after them. They was everywhere when I was little.
I think possibly we did them a disservice though, because when I was a child, you used to put bread and milk out for hedgehogs, didn't you?
Yes.
And that gives them terrible indigestion and makes them ill. So you've got to give them dog food. That's the thing that they say they should have. So I think for generations, perhaps it's the reason that there aren't that many around, because when we were children, we gave them the food that makes them poorly. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. So here's one that's already dried that I've coloured in. You can see just a little bit of a different colours, but I think when you're using your aquas, you're never going to get two images coloured in the same way anyway. So we're going to pop that to the side, and we're just going to put together a lovely little card. So I've just got a 6x6 base. I've got some black card. We now have 12x12 black card and white card, don't we?
Oh, really?
Yes. I think I've bought us out, to be fair. When I saw it launch, I was like 12x12.
Wow, that's good, isn't it? Oh, I've got them over here. They're not going to be here for very long.
No, they're not.
Not that I'm going to be having them, but maybe Michelle might be taking them home. Both of us came on the train. We're not going to be taking many things home.
No.
Ooh. Oh, and white.
Yeah, black and white. 12x12.
We've just had a message in from your Ben.
Oh.
He says you've got kingfishers down by their river, by your river.
Well, I wouldn't know. I'm too busy running away from the blooming...
Butterflies.
Yes,
You don't like a
and
butterfly, do you?
those other things, what are they called?
Moths?
The dragonflies.
Dragonflies.
Dragonflies are as big and as colourful as a kingfisher, so I may be running away from the kingfishers, and actually it's, or vice versa. Right, so black, I'm going to pop this to... So someone said earlier, foam on a roll, what is it good for? So I'm going to use it on the back of this because it's quite a big piece. Rather than putting lots of small foam pads on the back, if you put lots of lines of this on instead, it's so much quicker.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And much quicker take the film off the back as well.
Yes,
times
absolutely.
I'm there trying to get all those little tiny foam pads, the backings off that.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
frustrating. And of course we don't have a nice song about foam pads.
No, so definitely don't use those.
That's the song that Nicola is making up a song, doesn't have quite the same, I don't think. You can't, no, you can't do anything, Nicola. You do many things extremely well, but making up a new song is probably not that.
Right, so let's pop that on here. There we go. And then we're going to bring this in. I'm going to pop that on there, so I'm going to use my glue for this. Quite happy with how flat mine has dried. So popping that on there. And my Kingfisher is going to go about here. So I'm still, so sort of almost got the halo of that, that cloud above him. So let's take that off there and pop that just there. So it's sat in amongst all those reeds. And then, so I've got thinking of you, and actually it's really big and I don't want to cover up too much of my paper or my pattern. The hardships of does it go on or does it not? I'm going to pop it on. I really don't want to. Do I have time to stamp out a smaller sentiment? Let me just find my sentiments. It comes to something when you create a card to say something and you don't want to put that sentiment on it because it's going to cover up your artwork.
Well, you spent a long time on that.
Well, the thing is, look how quickly this did come together.
Yeah.
So can you imagine if you do, you can spend so much time, you can come up with some really amazing bits of artwork. I'm going to go with just a note. Just a note. Let me bring in just some white card. I'm going to get a rocker block out because
okay,
it's just perfect for just a little sentiment. To line it up in there. There we go. Perfect every time with a rocker block.
I like that font actually. It's almost like a typeset.
Yeah. So I'm loving that font. I think it's going to work perfectly on here. So just a little bit of. Oh, I've just, do you know, it's just clicked that Ben must be back. Because he said to me, he says, I'm going to miss most of your show this morning. And I was like, how rude.
Where was he going? He was going down to the river to look at the kingfishers.
We've had a hire car because our car no longer works. So he was taking that back to the hire place. I'm just looking for my scissors that I've just had in my hand.
Well, at least you know he's back and watching you. I'm always amazed because he always watches you, doesn't he?
He does.
I'm not amazed. I think it's lovely that he does it.
It is lovely. Now that looks so much better than.
Yeah.
That was way too big, wasn't it?
Yep.
Now I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to pop a couple of these black pearls. Just looking for my tweezers.
They look like tweezers I've got in my bathroom cabinet.
I lost my tweezers. I've got a pair of tweezers that I've had for so long, and I think I've left them at Hobby Maker.
You never see those again.
I had to buy some new ones through the week, and of course I'm going to go for
pink.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I've got lots of pink ones.
Oh.
So I had to go for that. So I'm going to leave that as it is because I don't think it needs anything more. I think using those lovely aqua pens in this collection, look how easy it is to create a nice simple background. So if you put a lot more time and effort into that, you're going to create a little work of art.
That is a work of art.
Thank you very
Absolutely
much.
beautiful. I really like that. Lots of people saying how nice it was. Suzanne says very pretty collection. Angela says it's gorgeous. And Michelle, it's for you, says I love the silhouettes. It is absolutely beautiful. We should do a vote for demo of the show because I think you're going to win today, Michelle. Just going to call it. I think you've got a good chance to win. Although I've got a funny feeling I know which one's going to win overall. Yeah.
I do, yeah.
We'll do a vote for demo of the show.
Yeah, we'll do it anyway.
Yeah, we should, yeah.
Right, number one was those glitter pastes. We created that lovely lid for the box. Number two was the Dijon Baroque border dies. And number three is that beautiful Kingfisher collection.
Beautiful. Get your votes in, please. 1, 2, or 3. do remember we've got an amazing craft lawn coming on later on, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. But I do want to just recap as to what you're going to be getting in this Kingfisher collection. This first one is your Blue Lightning, and you're right. Who mentioned it? Hannah says, does anyone else start seeing grease lightning in their head every time they say Blue Lightning? Yes, I did exactly that. Exactly that. This one is your stamp and die set. You've also got the River Reeds stamp and die set here. This is your beautiful blossom stencils. So you've got, oh, sorry, there you go. You can see how you're going to build up those stencils to create those beautiful flowers. This next one is your Flying Gem stamp and die set. Then we're going to go on to that embossing folder. That is amazing. Halcyon Days is that embossing folder with that beautiful kingfisher coming out of the water. This is Nature's Silhouette that you've just seen Michelle using just now with all of those different shapes in there. This is your By the River embossing folder. This one is your Blossoming floral border. We then have your Entwined wreath. We have your sentiments. We have that beautiful in-flight, almost a crater card. You've got this. Well, does a wing pop out? You're right, the wing pops out. Look at that. That is lovely. Very, very nice. But we've also got in here, we've got some pens. These are the aqua pens that you've just seen Michelle using, and those are the colours you can see how they're going to look. They are absolutely beautiful, real rich kind of colours you're putting in there. You're also going to be getting some seam binding ribbon in those colours, and you're going to be getting some feathers. But that's not all, because I'm going to move this over here and swap it all over, because I want to show you all the paper pads you're getting in here. So you're going to be getting your 6x6 paper pad, which has got all of those same images that you get on the 12x12, but a bit smaller. You're going to be getting a collection of your vellums in the very pretty thick colours you've got here, all those beautiful patterns in those. Look at that, that is absolutely beautiful, that colour there. So you've got those as well, they're 8x8. You've got your selection of linen cardstock, and once again, beautiful colours. You've got that lovely dark blue, midnight blue, you've got rich green, moving to more of a royal blue, then through to a teal, sympathetic cheese, and then a fuchsia. And then finally you have your 12x12 paper pad where you can really see the patterns in here. Look at that fantastic detail that you've got in those. But if you wanted to use a paper that was not quite so detailed, not quite so floral, you can just use the back side of it. You'll be able to see all of those different colours in here. Really lovely. And of course this goes so well with the fuchsia collection that we've got as well. All those colours work really well together. £145 or $199. Platinum is £116 or $159.20. It is absolutely beautiful. Just seeing if there's any. Oh yes, I do know which is the winner of Demo of the Show. But I also have a question. And the question's from Kim and asks the difference between the Kalal Tacky glue and the all-purpose glue.
Oh, you've asked me one of my favourite questions. The big difference is, so your all-purpose is alcohol-based and this other one is water-based, so you're going to use them for two totally different things. This alcohol is an all-purpose, so you can use it on lots of things. The best thing about this one is you've got lots of wiggle room time. So when you're gluing your mats and layers up with this, you can wiggle them into place, and it means that you can get your mats and layers absolutely perfect. You can use this for lots of all your cards, things like that. Definitely all of your mats and layers. If a little bit squeezes out the side, you can just rub it away. So that is brilliant for that. But this, your tacky glue, because it's water-based, you're going to use this on any coated cardstock. So if you have got any glitter card or mirror card or anything that's got a coating on, it's going to soak through that coating because it's water-based, and it's going to attach to the card rather than just grab to that coating on the top. This tends to grab to your coating on the top and will peel away after a little while. So you want a water-based one. for anything coated because it soaks through and grabs the whole of the card rather than just the top layer. So they are definitely both brilliant glues, but for different things. So I hope that helps.
Absolutely.
Can you tell I like glues?
I can. But I have to say, when you first start and there's tape pens and there's this glue and there's that glue, you just think, oh, I don't understand. And often one person will do the same thing but use a different glue.
Yes.
And it becomes a bit of a, it becomes quite
it's a bit of a minefield.
overwhelming to know which one you need.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd say you need them all because they all do certain jobs, don't they? But it's really good to
definitely.
have that explained to us.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Right, do you want to know which one was the winner?
Yes, please.
Okay, what one do you think was the winner?
Number 3.
You were right. Well done, Michelle. Well done.
Thank you very much.
It's a beautiful card. Fantastic, actually, really beautiful. It's not got a chance to win Demo of the Day because you're going to have to show everyone your craft along because it is a fantastic craft along. That's got to win. I'm just calling it now. Did you nearly knock it over? Oh my goodness. I don't think Michelle should be allowed water over there. It's too dangerous.
Again.
Yeah. Or your mug of tea either. Look at that. Oh, Michelle, you've outdone yourself. That is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. I mean, so when we do the craft along, I know we've got 2 hours. We might not get to all those decorative bits where I've added all those. They're just paper flowers from my stash, paper flowers, mulberry flowers, and some gems. But once you see how to put this together, I mean, it's even got underneath, we've got a little support beam because I've got chocolate in it, and my support beam. And my wheels don't turn. You can obviously make your wheels turn, but I've got that support beam in there because there's chocolate in here and there, so that means it's carrying a lot of weight. Oh, I know just how it feels.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
I need a support beam.
Because there's chocolate in here.
So we've even got that little support underneath, but you can't see it. You can't see that at all. It looks like it's just sat on its wheels. So yeah, very easy to put together once you know how.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to seeing that. So, of course, you can join us with the craft along. Look, but if you don't manage to watch the craft along because you've got to go out or something like that, you can always watch us back because we are available all the time. But because we're in live and interactive, it's a great opportunity. If you're new and you've not crafted before and you've got questions, this is your opportunity to ask the questions. We've all been new. We've all held back and not asked the question and hoped someone might just go, oh, well, actually, what is the difference between those 2 glues? And that is your opportunity to ask Michelle any question at all, including film quotes, because she's quite good at those, actually.
Only the ones I know.
Only the ones I know. Well, you know, that's sort of how it is. Thank you very much. Kim says thank you for all that information. It's really useful. As I say, you know, do join us later on. And if you've got any questions, do message in and let us know. And obviously, when we're in Crown, because it is National Princess Day, we're going to make Michelle a crown in the break because I feel bad. Well, not that bad really, but I'm only one wearing a crown. But I thought actually, you can think about this in the break. What would you do if you're a princess for the day? Have a think about that and let us know when you join us later on for Play Your Crafts Right. We will be back at 1 o'clock, no, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, not 1 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Too excited about the chocolate. We'll see you at 3 o'clock. Take care. Bye-bye.